This is where I proposed to her back in September.
This bench.
Right here in this very spot, in this bench.
We're at the old port in Montreal.
What brings us here today?
Video.
Oh my God.
Well, you talk. Why am I talking?
I met Melanie when she came to Future Shop the first time. I remember she walked in and I said, you know what? I'm going to end up going out with that girl. And it wasn't easy, but that's when I first saw her.
He was a little rude to me at first, but then everyone kept saying that he thought I was really nice, and we had several shifts working nights together, so we got to know each other. I think he might have asked me out a few times. I might have said no a few times, and then we went on our first date probably a year or so after we started working together.
He talked about reality TV a lot, which I thought was odd. He had this little black book, like the kind of like dating book that you'd have these girls' phone numbers in them, but all he had was like Survivor, Thursday nights, 8 o'clock, Big Brother, Monday nights, and it was just like
Big Brother!
full of just like all his reality TV show agendas. I thought he was a little off.
Because she's originally from Montreal, I wanted to incorporate Montreal somehow into our wedding, so I thought it would be a good idea to do it here. Plus, it's a place that we've always loved because the old port is so beautiful, so I thought it would be a good idea to have that done here. We ended up going on a first date, and I remember showing up in my nice Civic. I thought it was super cool, and we went to a movie. We went to go see a movie.
So he picked me up, and we drove to Canada, and I thought he was a terrible driver. I remember feeling so sick.
And I just remember it being the most awkward movie in the world. You know, the first dates are the worst. They're kind of just sitting there, like, so I put my arm around her, like kiss her, so I didn't know what to do. So it was a very awkward first date.
We watched Step Up, and we were both so stiff, just sitting down, and we didn't move at all, just looked at the screen the whole time.
She didn't want to go back out with me because she didn't like my driving, because I was driving like a maniac.
I remember asking you to come out like as groups, and you'd just say no. You weren't interested in coming out as friends.
You like that, eh? You're not playing hard to get?
Yeah, I wasn't really trying to get you though.
Yeah, I guess she ended up going to Australia for 6-7 months, however long she was gone. And while she was gone, we didn't talk. And then she got back and I went to police college.
But there was never really a, hey, let's go out type of thing. We were just sort of talking one day about hockey, and then the next thing I know, he's like, okay, we're going to a hockey game.
So I think that might have been one of our first dates when I came back from Australia. And then we just started hanging out a little bit more, and then he got accepted with the Ottawa police.
And then it was, once I got back from police college, I was like, okay, it's time to pursue things with her, and that was it. The rest of the story is gravy. Obviously, she had no idea, and so, makes sense.
Yeah, it's true.
We came down and I had everything set up beforehand. I was gonna have a caricature artist meet me, and he was supposed to draw a picture of me proposing, and then he was gonna turn it around, and that was gonna be when I was gonna propose. That was the first problem. The guy never showed up. We went to dinner, and the restaurant that I chose, apparently she didn't like, because we were in there and she kept telling me, oh, this food's awful, this is terrible food. It was kind of like it was an Italian restaurant, but it was a lot of different choices, like squid ink pasta and all these things that she doesn't like.
In fairness, this whole time I thought we won this prize, so I thought I could criticize it freely, because I'm like, well, none of us picked this, it's not our fault. So I was going on and on how awful the food was.
So then I had to come up with something different, so I had no idea what to do. So I was walking and we saw a horse and carriage, and of course, it's Mel. I'm like, oh, you know, why don't we go on the horse and carriage? That'll be really nice.
I was like, no, I'm not paying that kind of money to just go on a 10-minute horse carriage ride.
She's like, $30 for 10 minutes? Are you effing crazy? No way. What a waste of money that is. I was like, all right, so no horse and carriage ride.
Yeah.
I remember just grabbing her and she sat on my lap and my heart was pounding and I was positive that she could feel my heart pounding through my chest, on her back. I was positive. Yeah, I basically asked her here, and I got on one knee and she just stared at me and wouldn't speak when I asked her. And she just kept staring. And then I'm like, will you marry me for the third time?
I'm convinced I was trying to grab his hand. He says I just grabbed the ring out of his hand. Possibly, I don't know.
She wouldn't open her hand, so I had to literally like pry her hand open to put the ring on. And then she said, yes. That was it.
Yeah, very romantic.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
The absolute love she has for her family and the people around her. That's what I love the most about her. She'll do anything for you at any time.
For me, he never carries any grudges, and he's just very calm, which is sometimes the opposite of what I am.
I love how genuine Mel is.
He makes me laugh.
The love that she shows for me.
He's a very kind and caring person.
I love her smile. I love waking up and seeing her there. She wasn't a big fan of reality TV, and she still isn't. Although I can get her to watch a few episodes of Big Brother, but that's about it.